today's video, I'm going to be speaking about this recent lawsuit against Fox Sport and some of their more famous popular figures like Skip Bayless, Joy Taylor, etc. And I'm going to give you 3 principles that can help you in your business. For those of you who don't know, this is a lawsuit where there's a woman who worked in Fox Sports who is basically whistleblowing. She's talking about how there's loads of impropriety which has been going on in the Fox Sports arena, some of their shows. I used to watch their shows quite regularly. And the reason I want to highlight Joy Taylor, she's the woman who has been a host on some of the popular sports shows. She seems to be the one getting most of the flack. And in simple terms, she's being accused of sleeping her way to the top. And when you think about this, one of the things which a lot of people rightly are concerned about and are complaining about, well, if there's someone who's doing that to climb the ladder and get higher and higher and higher, how is that fair to other people who are working away and are not getting those same breakthroughs? If this is true, this is going to be career ending on so many different levels. These 3 points I'm going to make in today's video, I'm calling the shortcut to success and success that gets cut short. We may all find ourselves in positions in life when we're looking at someone who we're looking at and they're like, well, how is that person moving forward? How is that person getting successful? Like, they're not as good as me. I've got more experience, etc. And one thing we have to consider is sometimes what's being alleged in this particular lawsuit against Fox Sports is true. There are people who are doing things behind the scenes to give them an unfair advantage. But also at the same time, sometimes it's just not your time. I want to encourage you today, first and foremost, with 3 biblical frameworks which will help you immensely. Because as I thought about this particular lawsuit and I thought about Joy Taylor specifically, you can think about someone like Skip Bayless, right? He's more so towards the end of his career. He's made loads of money. He's made a big living. And he can easily go off in the sunset in many ways, even though this lawsuit is damning against him as well. But someone like Joy Taylor is middle-aged. She still potentially has a huge future in the business if something like this didn't happen and if something like this wasn't true. You see, if what's alleged is true, she was taking a shortcut to success. Now, there's nothing wrong with taking shortcuts to success, but they actually have to be shortcuts to success and not these backhanded, unethical, lack of integrity ways to success. What do you mean is, well, so a genuine shortcut to success is to follow timeless principles which are long-standing and have worked in the past and are going to work in the future. This is one of the reasons, and I spoke about this in my video about how to make $10,000 a month. In that video, I talk about why I teach people how to build their business based on biblical principles, because the Bible has timeless principles which are proven over time that they work. So when we apply those principles, they will continue to work. And that's one of the things I was thinking about when I think about Joy Taylor. She didn't take allegedly the right shortcut to success, and that's why her success will be cut short. If you follow the right success secrets, you will have shortcuts to success. But if you don't, your success, if you have success, will be cut short. She's allegedly working less than everybody else and getting these advantages. And when I think about something like this, I think about how the Bible talks about taking a Sabbath rest. God told these people in the Old Testament to, look, I want you to work 6 days and then take a day off. And many people at the time, you see this in different times in the Bible where people are looking at this and they're like, no, well, if I'm working 6 days and taking 1 day off, everybody else is working 7 days. And it may look like those people that are working 7 days are getting ahead of you today. But over the test of time, it's only a matter of time before your shortcuts to success becomes evident for everybody to see and other people's success is cut short. This is why it's important for you to understand, don't look at other people and what they're doing when it comes to you running your business. Follow success principles that are proven over time to work for the long lasting amount of time and not something which will get you a peak and eventually have you crumbling down. And this is why I'm honing in on Joy Taylor, because like I said, she's a middle-aged woman. She could have continued to work without this sort of scandal for years and years and years, and she could continue to pivot up and up and up and up. But if these allegations are true, it's most likely that her career is about to go down and down and down. And one of the most damning things in this lawsuit is that she allegedly was saying that if anything ever goes wrong, she was going to pretend to be a victim of abuse. And that helps us segue to the second point I want to talk about today. And that is based on a proverb, Proverb 22 verse 1, which is so relevant in a time like this. It says, a good name is rather to be chosen than great riches. What does that mean, Israel? That means that your name, we may talk about it today as a brand, what people associate with you, is far greater than great riches. So think about the allegations against Joy Taylor. She's now being alleged to have done some of the most grotesque things. And don't get it twisted, right? I'm not even saying, like, you hear about rumors like this, you hear about this sort of stuff in the industry, but there's a big difference between rumors, which are secret or behind closed doors, and something like this, which can destroy and tarnish somebody's name. When your name is good and people have good things to say about you, you're known as someone who's a person of integrity and honest, that will continue to pay you over time. When you don't have this and you're more focused on making money or success, which is what's being alleged of Joy Taylor, she's been sleeping her way into more success, allegedly. And that will eventually crumble. That is what we call success being cut short. And these are the things we need to consider when we're growing a business and we're thinking through why things may not be working the way we want them to. We want to focus on the real shortcuts to success, which are timeless principles which build our business, and not get carried away with people who are going past us because we're running our own race, and focus on what's more significant, your name. You know why your name is so significant, greater than riches? Because when you have a strong name, a valuable name, and your brand is strong, you can continue to make money over the long period in time, much longer than people who may have their moment of fame, their one-hit wonder, and then they're gone. And the third thing I want you to think about in regards to shortcuts to success and success that gets cut short, I want you to think about someone in the Bible like Joseph in Genesis. You see, Joseph focused wherever he was on living out the specific calling that God had on his life. You may know that you're destined for greatness. You may know that you're a winner, but at the same time, you may be in a position right now which doesn't look like winning as much as you know it should. And I want you to think about someone like Joseph in those moments, especially in a time like this when this lawsuit is hot off the press. And obviously more stuff's going to come out in the future and it's going to get deeper and deeper and deeper. But notice that Joseph knew he was supposed to be on top. But before he actually was on top for everybody to see, he went through a time in life where family were laughing at him. He got thrown in prison. You see, it looked like he was going down, but he was actually being prepared to go up in a great way for all people to see. In that moment where his brothers betrayed him, his brothers seemed like they were in the position of power. That changed in a matter of years. All you need to focus on as you think about these allegations, as more and more time goes on, this isn't the first time we've heard about this kind of stuff. This won't be the last. But you always want to remember and focus on being someone who has a name, because focusing on building your name will eventually bring you riches and wealth in your business if you continue to focus on the timeless principles that can get you there. So as you go through life and as you build your business, focus on the real shortcuts to success so your success isn't cut short. If you like this video, watch this video right here. It will help you grow your business in the right way. Go win and God bless.